What happens when humanity treats an existential threat as a cosmic joke? The ships came without warning. 12 of them, each the size of a small city, hovering over major capitals across the globe. New York, Beijing, London, Moscow, Delhi, the others. Judy Keller spilled her coffee when the Pentagon alarm blared. She rushed to her station, fingers flying across her keyboard as data poured in. "What are we looking at?" General Hayes barked, his face tight with stress. "Unknown vessels, sir. No match to any known aircraft. They're just sitting there." The screens around them flickered and went black. Every screen in the room, every phone, every device. A face appeared. Not human. Gray skin. 6 eyes arranged in a circle. No visible mouth. "People of Earth, you have been judged and found wanting. Your planet will be cleansed and repurposed. You have 24 hours to surrender your governments and military control. Resistance is futile. The countdown begins now." The message repeated in every language. On every device. Worldwide. Chaos erupted in the command center. "Get the president on the line." What defenses do we have against this? Is this some kind of joke? Keller stared at her screen, now showing a timer. 23 hours 58 minutes and 47 seconds. Counting down. 6 hours later, Keller couldn't believe what she was seeing. The world wasn't panicking. It was laughing. Her phone buzzed with notifications. Memes. Thousands of them. The alien face photoshopped onto pizza delivery ads. Resistance is futile, but our 2-for-1 deal isn't. Videos of people in gray face paint with fake eyes, dancing to pop songs. "Sir, you need to see this," she called to General Hayes. He looked at her phone, his face darkening. "They don't understand the threat." "No, sir. Look at the engagement numbers." She pulled up a graph. "This is unprecedented. Half the planet is sharing these jokes. Outside the Pentagon windows, people gathered in the streets. Not running. Not fighting. Laughing. Dancing. Some held signs. We'll surrender for pizza. And aliens. We have TikTok." Keller frowned. Something wasn't right. She pulled up the original broadcast, running it through analysis software. "Sir, there's something embedded in the transmission. Some kind of pattern beneath the video." Her computer beeped. The pattern matched nothing in their database. "I need to make a call," she said, reaching for a secure line. "Frank Delgado? The disgraced physicist?" "He's been blacklisted," Hayes said. "He's the only one who might understand this." She dialed anyway. As Delgado's phone rang, Keller noticed something else. The laughter outside was getting louder. More frantic. Less natural. Her screen flashed. A new message from an unknown source. "They're harvesting something from us." The timer on her screen read 18 hours 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Keller looked back at the crowds outside. Their laughter didn't reach their eyes anymore. They kept laughing, but their faces showed fear. "What if the joke's on us?" She whispered. Frank Delgado answered on the 4th ring. His voice was rough, like he hadn't used it in days. "Whoever this is, I'm busy. It's Judy Keller from the Pentagon. We need you." A harsh laugh. "The Pentagon fired me 3 years ago. Said my theories were dangerous. Aliens are hovering over 12 cities. They've given us 24 hours to surrender. And people won't stop laughing about it." Silence. Then, "I'll be there in 30 minutes. Keller hung up and turned to General Hayes. "Sir, we need to call an emergency meeting with all world leaders." Hayes shook his head. "Already tried. Half of them are making public statements telling people to stay calm and enjoy the alien meme festival." He pointed to a screen showing the Russian president posing for selfies with citizens wearing alien masks. "This isn't normal," Keller said. "No one is taking this seriously." The building shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. Alarms blared. What was that? Keller shouted over the noise. A lieutenant ran in, face pale. China just fired missiles at the Beijing ship. No effect. The aliens responded by destroying their military headquarters. Hayes grabbed the secure phone. Get our nuclear assets ready. We need options. Keller checked her screen. Hour 12 approaching. Half their time gone. Delgado arrived looking worse than he sounded. Unshaven. Hair wild. Eyes sharp. Show me everything, he demanded. Keller led him to her workstation. The embedded signal patterns flashed on screen. Delgado's eyes widened. This is bad. Very bad. What is it? A neural interface code. It's affecting brain chemistry through screens, making people respond with laughter instead of fear. Mind control? Hayes asked. No. Energy harvesting. They're collecting emotional energy. Laughter produces a specific frequency they want. Another tremor shook the building. Lights flickered. Sir? A technician shouted. Reports coming in. Military bases worldwide are going offline after attempting attacks on the ships. Hayes slammed his fist on the table. Why aren't our people following orders to stand down? Because they can't, Delgado said, pointing to his tablet. Look at these brain scans. The signal is affecting decision-making, making people either laugh or fight, depending on their baseline personality. Keller's phone buzzed with emergency alerts. Social media platforms crashing worldwide. Internet traffic at record levels. They're using our own networks, she whispered. Harvesting through digital connections. Delgado nodded. And the more people engage with alien content, the stronger the harvest. The main screen showed crowds still laughing outside every alien ship. Their faces looked pained now. Some were bleeding from their noses, but they kept laughing. We need to go analog, Keller said suddenly. Old tech, radio, physical connections. The bunker has equipment from the Cold War, Hayes said. Hardwired systems. Delgado studied the alien signal pattern again. There's something else here. A weakness. He looked up, eyes bright with realization. The laughter isn't just what they want. It's also what they fear. The building shook again. Harder this time. Emergency lights kicked on. They've found us, Hayes said. The countdown timer hit 12 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. The Pentagon bunker smelled like dust and old metal. Keller followed Hayes and Delgado down concrete stairs as the building trembled above them. Emergency lights cast red shadows on their faces. Seal the doors, Hayes ordered. Soldiers pushed heavy steel barriers into place. The sound of explosions became muffled. The bunker contained rows of equipment covered in plastic. Hayes ripped the covers off, revealing old radio transmitters, analog phones, and tube-based computers. This stuff is ancient, Keller said. And safe, Delgado replied, running his hands over a radio set. No digital components. No way for them to track or influence us. Hayes picked up a handset. Let's see who's still out there. He turned dials, listening to static. Then a voice broke through. This is Admiral Wilson, USS Lincoln. We've gone dark. Digital systems compromised. Requesting instructions. This is General Hayes. Use only analog communications. Gather all remaining forces. More calls came in. Military units that had disconnected from networks. Scientists who noticed the pattern. Regular people who got sick from too much screen time and unplugged. Delgado worked frantically at a table covered with equipment parts. The alien signal has a resonance frequency. If we can amplify the right kind of human emotional response, we might disrupt their systems. What response? Keller asked. Genuine laughter. Not the forced kind they're harvesting. Real, spontaneous human joy. He connected wires to a metal box. It creates energy patterns toxic to their technology. Hayes looked skeptical. You want us to fight aliens with laughter? Not just laughter. The emotional energy behind it. They can harvest the fake stuff, but real human emotion at high intensity burns their systems. The radio crackled. Reports of alien ground troops in major cities. Metallic beings with 6 limbs, moving fast, targeting communication centers. They know we're figuring it out, Keller said. Delgado held up his creation. A small device with dials and a microphone. This will amplify emotional frequencies. We need to test it. How? Hayes asked. Tell a joke, Delgado said. Hayes stared. You can't be serious. Deadly serious. We need genuine emotional response. Keller checked her watch. Hour 18 approaching. We don't have time for this. The bunker shook. Dust fell from the ceiling. They're digging down to us, a soldier reported. Delgado pointed his device at the ceiling. Someone say something funny. No. Hayes looked at them both, then sighed. My wife said I was immature, so I banned her from my pillow fort. Silence. Then Keller snorted. A genuine laugh escaped her. Delgado turned a dial on his device. A high-pitched whine filled the room. Above them, something screeched. The digging stopped. It works, Delgado whispered. Hayes grabbed the radio. All units, we have a weapon. Gather civilians. We need genuine human emotional response. Laughter, specifically. Keller took the device from Delgado. We need more of these. Bigger ones. And we need to get one onto their main ship, Delgado added. The radio crackled with new reports. The aliens were targeting internet infrastructure worldwide, cutting people off. They know, Hayes said. Keller checked her watch again. 18 hours, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. 6 hours left, she said. We need to move now. 5 hours later, Keller crouched behind a burned-out car, clutching the amplified device to her chest. The Washington sky glowed orange from fires. The alien ship hung above, casting a shadow over the city. Team in position, crackled her radio. Old tech, safe tech. Copy that, she replied. Wait for my signal. Across the globe, resistance cells had formed. People with analog radios. Old CB systems. Ham operators. They spread the word. Disconnect, gather, laugh. Delgado crawled up beside her, carrying a larger version of his device. The main amplifier is ready. We've got teams at all 12 ship locations. Will it work? Keller asked. In theory. We've never tried to weaponize human emotion before. A patrol of alien ground troops marched past their hiding spot. 6-limbed metal bodies with that same circular eye pattern. They carried weapons that pulsed with blue light. They're heading for the gathering point, Keller whispered. Hayes' voice came through the radio. All teams report in. Confirmations came from around the world. London, Tokyo, Cairo, all in position. 23-hour mark, Hayes said. 1 hour left. Execute plan now. Keller nodded to Delgado. Let's move. They ran through empty streets toward the Washington Monument. Hundreds of people had gathered there, hidden from alien patrols. Comedians, actors, regular people with good jokes. Their secret weapon. An alien patrol spotted them. Blue energy blasts hit the ground near their feet. Run, Delgado shouted. They sprinted the last 100 yards. The crowd parted to let them through. Keller handed the device to a technician, who connected it to speakers. Start the show, she ordered. A woman stepped forward with a microphone. A famous comedian. She began telling jokes. The crowd was tense at first, nervous. Then someone laughed. A real laugh. Then another. The amplifier honed. The laughter grew. Alien patrols converged on their position. Weapons ready. Keep going. Keller shouted over the noise. The laughter swelled. The amplifier glowed hot. The aliens fired, but their weapons sputtered and failed as they got closer. Delgado checked his tablet. It's working. Their systems are failing. Similar reports came in from other cities. The aliens retreating. Weapons malfunctioning. We need more, Delgado said. We need to hit the main ship directly. He pointed to a small craft the aliens had left unguarded. That can get us up there. You know how to fly it? Keller asked. No, but I'm a fast learner. They ran for the craft. Alien troops tried to stop them, but fell as waves of amplified laughter hit them. Inside the craft, Delgado studied the controls. I think this is the start button. The ship hummed to life, rose shakily into the air. The main amplifier, Delgado said, pointing to his device. It needs to be placed in their central system. We'll do it together, Keller said. Delgado shook his head. The amplifier needs a human to operate it, to channel the emotional energy. He looked at her. Someone needs to stay with it. No, Keller said. There has to be another way. The alien mothership loomed above them. Their small craft approached its underside. There isn't time, Delgado said quietly. Hour 23. 1 hour left. The bottom of the mothership opened like a mouth, pulling them in. The alien ship swallowed their small craft. They landed with a jolt in a vast chamber filled with pulsing blue light. The walls looked wet, almost alive. We need to find the central system, Delgado said, lifting the amplifier. Follow the energy flow. They crept from the craft. No aliens in sight. Just curved corridors that hummed with power. This way. Keller pointed to where the blue light was brightest. They ran down slick hallways. The floor vibrated beneath their feet. Strange symbols flashed on the walls. The timer. Keller checked her watch. 30 minutes left. A screech echoed through the ship. Then another. Alien voices communicating. They know we're here, Delgado said. They reached a junction. 3 paths. Delgado pulled out a small device. This detects energy signatures. The strongest is that way? They turned right. The corridor opened into a massive chamber. In the center, a column of blue light reached from floor to ceiling. Surrounding it, hundreds of screens showed Earth cities. People still laughing, but looking sick. Drained. That's it, Delgado said. The harvesting core. Alien guards spotted them. 6 of them, moving fast on multiple limbs. Run, Keller shouted. They sprinted for the central column. Delgado clutched the amplifier to his chest. Blue energy blasts hit the walls around them. I need to connect this directly to their system, Delgado shouted over the noise. They reached the column. Delgado set the amplifier down, connecting wires to the pulsing light. Now we need laughter, he said. Real laughter. Keller looked at the approaching aliens. Not much funny about this. Delgado smiled. Remember that joke Hayes told? About the pillow fort? Despite everything, Keller felt a smile tug at her lips. It was pretty bad. My whole career was pretty bad. Laughed out of academia for theories that turned out to be right. A small laugh escaped her. The amplifier hummed. That's it, Delgado said. Keep going. An alien blast hit near them. Delgado shielded the amplifier with his body. We need more, he said. This isn't enough. Keller grabbed her radio. Hayes, we're in. We need laughter. Broadcast everything you've got. The screens around them changed. No longer showing drained civilians, but the resistance gatherings. People telling jokes, laughing together. Real laughter. The amplifier glowed brighter. The ship trembled. It's working. Keller shouted. Delgado adjusted dials on the amplifier. Almost there. We need to overload their system. An alien blast hit him in the shoulder. He fell against the amplifier. Frank. Keller moved to help him. No, he shouted. Stay back. I need to finish this. Blood soaked his shirt. He turned more dials, connected more wires. The final connection needs human contact, he said. A direct emotional channel. Before Keller could stop him, Delgado placed both hands on the amplifier and pressed them against the light column. Energy surged through him. His body shook. But he was laughing. The ship lurched. Alarms blared. The aliens retreated, their limbs failing. Get to the craft, Delgado shouted, still connected to the system. Now. Not without you. I can't let go. This is the only way. His eyes met hers. Tell them I finally got the joke. The ship began to break apart. Keller ran, tears streaming down her face. In the small craft, she escaped as the mothership collapsed. Below, the other alien ships were retreating, fleeing Earth's atmosphere. Her radio crackled. Hayes' voice. Keller? Did it work? She looked at the empty seat beside her. Yes, but at a cost. The timer on her watch hit 0 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Earth was saved. But something in the static of her radio told her this wasn't over.